For Final Fantasy XIV. When we last left off, we went through the vaults and we saw poor Ostrafon get skewered by one of the Heaven's Ward, and we also managed to take out Bismarck. So what we are going to do today is we are going to continue the storyline. We need to go to where for the storyline? No. We are going to the pillars, so let's support. I'm just gonna send some stuff right fast. Alrighty, send some messages. Oh, don't go blue on me again already. The Athenium Astrologium, I believe is where it was at. Yep, this is where we're supposed to go. I got a new item from my retainer. I got a nice choker, so take care of that. Got a new upgrade. It's only a slight bit, but it's something. An engineering enterprise. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he's not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Ozzy's law, as I kind of figured it would be. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. I should have grabbed a bottle of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprint over to the Aetherite. I'm going to port over, and I'm going to go grab a quick water bottle, so that way I have enough to drink. Because it's very, very important. Hey, little bro. Be right back. I did not mean to drop my headset. It was in my chair, and my chair flipped forward right fast and outspilled my headset. Had quite a bit happen, so hopefully quite a bit more. Ah, your return, Cerebral and the others await you within. Unfortunately, Hostrafont died, and now I'm claiming to I want to kill people. I want one of the Heaven's Ward's heart beating in my hand. I'm out for blood.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Could make an elementally opposite aspected barrier of our own to punch through a hole.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters.
The only problem is you'll probably end up breaking the barrier completely thus making the entire area accessible to all.
But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it. How? We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
And who is that?
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
Huh.
An Archon? Truly?
What is that?
Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
I swear, he makes sweet love to that airship of his. And I like the cool callback they have for Final Fantasy IV, because this weapon is a hammer as well. Not a big giant mallet, mind you. It's just one of those little, like, mini hammers. Oh. Welcome back, hero. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So you finally arrived at Aziz Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, hero. We'll get to Aziz Law yet. Ethereal Trail. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarapin to have the tunnel searched. Logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Benfilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Uh-huh. There I asked what the Marshal found. I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Orion J know to join us in Ul'dah. He'll wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Yay, we're going to Ul'dah. My least favorite of the 3 city-states. I want to get... Oop. I want to get as close as possible to the end of Heaven's Word as possible. I want to push hard on the story. There's going to be extensive after story to take care of too. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarapin. You saved Her Grace and Father both. 'Tis the least I could do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways almost immediately. We encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mineral Concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen Crystal Braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there's this. Y'shtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. 'Tis as I did surmise, judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed. It hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Oranje, I wish you'd talk better. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the Livestream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the Livestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple, know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift on the Livestream, never to emerge. That's not good. What? No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the Livestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Silda excavation site, then, or thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. Yeah, you gotta be careful about going through the live stream, otherwise you might end up losing yourself. Wait, it doesn't say that I'm on air. I just noticed that. Oh, please tell me it's not happening. Oh, now it says I'm on air. It's just the red light's not on. Huh, weird. Can you hear me, little bro? It's weird. Because usually the on air in the upper right is red, and the dot's red, but it's grayed out for me. I don't know why. Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some new scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. I need a drink, jeez. Better. I don't know why. So long as it's recording, fine by me. Did you find anything, Yorian J? Oh, do I have to go fly up there now? The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelves Wood. Are you certain? Aye, there's no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the Livestream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger overlong in the midst of this maelstrom, and the aether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ere to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Hero, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. It was just there. Yay! This makes it easier because I don't have to waste a aether ticket. I can just hit my return button. Yay! Let me start doing some more hunts, so that way I can get some more aether tickets. Once I get further along in the story, it'll be a lot easier to get aether tickets, and to the point where money will pretty much become useless, unless I want to get a mansion. Or unless I want to buy any money sink items. I think there's a few mounts that go for like 50 million gil a pop that you can buy from vendors. It's literally just to bleed money. It is said that the elementals perceive the Livestream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kane-sama without delay. Lost in the Livestream. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. I still love Gridania. It's my favorite looking area. I love the forest scene. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the Livestream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided, however.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Ha, we do have a family member in Gridania.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Convenient. We've actually, I believe we talked to her, because she is the summoner quest starter. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister's name is Mitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Koinok. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkulu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Probably the closest one. Sprint! And I was looking around. I'm up to 171 commendations now. Dropping a bucket, but they'll continue to build up, especially with me being a tank. Alright, let's have with Jonathan right fast. I have accrued points. I got 4 achievement certificates. So, what did I leave off with? There's Wind Up Leader, Odin. Was I just going to run down the list? Yeah, I was going to run the list because I already got the mount, so. Wind Up Leader. Wind Up Odin. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Mitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphinaud Lavier, and this is Tataro Taro. So you're my sister's comrades in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I actually might not have met her yet with this character. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins coursed with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. Is it going to automatically port me there? I like it when the story does that. Yay, it did.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the Livestream, a drifting soul to find.
See if they can find her.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
We're gonna pull her out of the live stream? Oh, I think we are. Yep. There she is. And she's the most important part because she's the one that cast the spell, so we could use her to get whoever else got casted in as well. Anyone else caught up in the spell will also... she'll be able to take care of it. She's good with this stuff. Yay, we got one of the scions back. Well, we got the body back. I don't know how Totaro can run in water that deep for her.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
Something tells me that didn't go as smooth as they think, or they'd liked.
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
So I think the storyline would have went that when I go to talk with Imitra, the sister, if I had done a lot of the summoning story, then she would have recognized me. Just as how Estinian recognized me since I did the Dragoon up to level 50. It's just, I love how they have that, since I didn't do any of that stuff for the most part, they didn't recognize me. And I did the Valentillon event, and apparently my character didn't know exactly what the symbol, the heart symbol, was from anyway, as well. Ah, I want that. That's one of the, like, the best looking relic weapons ever. That's the Dark Knight Lux weapon. Although I'd probably go with the gold one because I don't like the little extra swirlies in it. And I think the gold is like a better motif for the Dark Knight because it's kind of like a bastardization of the light. Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. Totaro's surprise. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room, though she's still unconscious. The signs are positive. The conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now in the hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Geva and Brother Isumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. Basically gearing her up. And Geva should be recognizing me due to the fact that I'm up to at least level 50 with the leatherworking quests. I need to start doing some of the other missions too. First off, we need to go and resend my retainers out. Because I need to keep sending them out to get stuff. A plundered staff. That was a waste of 2 ventures. You can wear a neck piece now. Yay. You're pretty much set. Gloam choker is a little bit better. I can trade that in for a lot more points. And I can kind of trade that one in for decent amounts. You need to upgrade your gear. I don't have a chest piece for you. That's not kosher. I don't have an earpiece either because I don't wear the earpieces. And that's about as good as you're gonna get. As you can see, I made one a botanist, I made one a miner, and I made one a warrior. Mainly for the fact that that's going to be the main stuff I'm going to want to gather. People might do something different. Another one that would be good to have would be to have a fisher, because fishing can get kind of tedious. But I usually do at least that setup. Mainly for the timed nodes, and I like to have at least one creature drop farmer, so that way, because drop rates on some of the creature drops are horrible. Well, if it isn't Hero, looking for some hides to tan, mayhap. Here to retrieve an order from Mrs. Totaro, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me she had neither. She has connections, and I'm pretty sure she has a pretty decent sized coin purse. I'm going to the Conjurers Guild because we're gonna go get her weapon. Totaro has a knack for making money when she needs to. She also has a bad knack of spending that money. Greetings, Hero. I trust you have been well. Is there aught you require of me? Ah, yes, Mr. Totaro's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed in my experience would struggle to wield it. I really hate those stupid robo AI thingies. Just junk up my chat channel. They don't even offer any view time or likes or subscribes. Just complete filler. so we're going back to the Aether Plaza. Just like how we got like this group of people right here. It's probably just one person with all these accounts. And they just do stuff like this. I swear that group of Mikote have just been sitting there in that pose in that area for like days now. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope. Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, hero. Can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we?
Y'shtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
I mean, we're already talking.
Worry not. I am well enough.
Someone turned off the sun. Convenient for mood lighting.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the Livestream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Yep.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
Yeah, she becomes a really avid weaver. Heh. I didn't get the hint initially. And now she gets an attire upgrade.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Quite a bit. Almost a full expert.
Much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could.
Convenient.
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Matoya. It's another callback to a different Final Fantasy game. Matoya. This is gonna be an introduction. Lovely. Come on. I'm lagging. Onward to Sharlayan. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Elisei and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to visit Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit as well. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard to make our preparations. You know, if you're a bunch of scholars trekking, trek to and then made a city and then trekked away, it should go to say that you have charted the area. But, you know, I don't know. I could be wrong, I guess. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, you must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Hiro, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue to search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. Another port to Tailfeather. Oops. slight bit of a jostle, and it immediately breaks the cast. A long soak in the Livestream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. Rest assured my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. Ooh, we finally hit level 58. A great new nation. Yes, this is the best part. Adamantite bill. I lose the crit. I don't want to lose crit. Wait, how much crit do I have? 36? Yeah, I don't want to lose that. I believe I'm sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlian. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. If I remember correctly, there's going to be some funniness about where am I going. Oh, I guess we're going to the Dravani hinterlands. Never mind. I guess this is going to come later. I'm so glad that I was able to pick up the flying for these areas. If I remember correctly, Aziz Law should give me immediate flight. I'm not I don't remember for sure though. It'd be kind of difficult to traverse it without it, but it might give me flight right away. If not, it shouldn't be too hard of a time to get flight there. Hopefully. The main problem is usually just the quest locks, usually forcing you to go through the storyline to get to them. Oh, I thought that Dravanian Wyvern for a second was the A rank. I don't know why I just didn't go to this area to begin with, but maybe there was something that was barring my path.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlian, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
The Twed dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. Perfect how I get here right as it's like downpouring. Now I'm hoping that gaining access to this next area is going to allow me to make a massive upgrade in gear. Oh, 58 right there. I'm only 4 levels above these. Oh, and there's my first Ether current. I was trying to say ethereal and then oh, suck. Eat my crits. I claim this. mine. $708 yalms to the northwest. Oh, there's a B rank right there. Pretty soon I should be able to unlock the B ranks for, or the weeklies for Heaven's Ward. Try and get as many of these as possible while I'm here. Northwest. There it is. Poor broken Aethernet shard. I wonder if this was a town back in the 1.0. It'd be kind of cool if it was. And I'm still kind of waiting for like a kind of like a pseudo like time thing where you can go back to like the 1.0 days, play around in like some of the old areas, meet some of the old characters that are now, you know, dead. It'd be a perfect opportunity to be able to play around with that. We'll love to have gone up against the old school bosses and enemies. Oh, they're just gonna let me go straight in? Yes. Idleshire. I love it. It's gonna give me access to more leveling opportunity. Gear upgrades, all that jazz. That is a tall arch. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlian engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Pishko. Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keepers, is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins. Goblins here to plunder the city? Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we do not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Go. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. Well, I see vendors. I don't know if I have access to them yet. In the off chance that I do, the very first thing I'd want to get would be a weapon, but I don't have the tomestones for it. Crud. Pishko, here is Heart of Settlement, name of Idleshire. What we got here, guests? Greetings to you. I'm Alphino Levior, and may I introduce my companions, Hero and Y'shtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. Finding the main bridge collapsed, you went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew, is that right? That is the short of it, This place, Idleshire. I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, 'twas only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. We weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. Ah, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one living in them. Felt like a waste, you know. We've been trying to put the place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying around are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Pishko, Slowfix has bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes. Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. Kind of figured. Man, sorry about that. Between work and doing a few live streams, my voice has been kind of weakened. Dang, none of these are actually really good. Adamantite. They're all adamantite, too. We'll just get that one. I'll either see if it sells for a decent amount, or I'll just break it down into component parts. Golems be gone. So, Jamadar's knives, and a Scudum. Pishko, so Uplanders agree to help? Good. Here is what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idleshire, get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlian, yes. Charlians should know best way to deal with creatures. So we're going to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata are employed as sentinels and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter the coded command noughts and crosses to unmake a golem. Oh, so they're actually here. Unctuous adventure. Keeping up with the Aliapos. Yes, this is what I need. This is your wondrous tales. This is one thing, once you get up to this point, you're going to want to pick up immediately. This is a huge, huge XP dump for your weeklies. Hero? The hero. Gods, it really is you. I've heard the songs and tales, but to think the day would come that I'd meet you in the flesh. Whatever have I done to deserve such an honor? Drat, of all the days to forget to polish my armor, you must think I'm a total bumpkin. But wait, dare I ask? No, I daren't. To impose on such a hero. Oh, but what is the harm of trying? Yes, I must try. You see, I'm a bit of in a bind. A pickle, if you will. You see, I've just taken on a task of sorts. A task far, far beyond the abilities of a two-gill greenhorn like myself. But you, yes, a realm-renowned hero like you could tackle this monumental task in your sleep. Blindfolded and with both arms and a leg tied behind your back. She'll do it for me, yes? Wonderful. Wunderbar. Just head over to Rowena's and tell Chloe Poe that you're there to help. Did I say Chloe Poe? I meant Chloe Aliapo. That isn't my silly little nickname for her, and I certainly haven't been frequenting her shop every day for the past 2 moons, that her ever so cute little smile might brighten my day in dark and dreary days. Oh, but I've blabbered on enough, haven't I? Ta-ta! Hey there, mister. I'm Chloe Aliapo, and who might you be? Hero? The hero? From all the stories? Wow, you're like a legend. A real living and breathing legend. This is so exciting. Did I tell you I love stories? Well, I do. And not just listening to them, I'm pretty good at telling them too. I have this friend whose mommy and daddy went away and never came back, and well, she gets lonely and cries sometimes. So I tell her stories to cheer her up. That's right, stories of brave adventurers like you. She likes my stories. She stops crying and even starts smiling and laughing. Seeing her happy makes me happy too. But lately she's just been staring off into space again. Must be my fault. I bet all my stories are starting to sound the same. But then I had an idea. Do you know what it is? I'll ask great adventurers like you to tell me your stories, and then I'll put them together and make new stories of my own. It's a really great idea, right? Tell me you think so too. Yeah, it does sound like a good idea. So will you help me? Rowena gives me all sorts of things when I work hard, so if you do this for me, I can give some of them to you. What sort of things? Well, tonestones for one, and well, all kinds of other special stuff, but not my Mandragora pen. That's all mine. So do me a favor, remember all your bestest stories and write them in this notebook here. I call it Chloe's Wondrous Tales, because I have a tale and I tell tales, get it? Every time your stories help me come up with a new tale of my own, I'll give you a present. It'll be a lot of fun for both of us, don't you think? Thanks, hero. And by the way, you're even more handsome than I pictured you from the stories. Hee hee. This is one of the best unlocks you can get. Welcome to Wondrous Tales. Henceforth, you can share your tales of heroism and daring do for the chance to earn valuable rewards. To begin, you'll want to obtain a Wondrous Tales journal from Chloe Aliapo. In addition to the one you've just received, a new journal will be made available every week. Within the journal is a card with 16 squares, 4 columns and 4 rows, each representing a certain quest or duty, or category of the same. Triumph in the corresponding adventure, and the square will be marked off. You can mark off up to 9 squares on a single card. Complete the conditions described within, for example, marking off 9 squares, marking off 4 squares in a row, and so forth, and deliver your marked journal to Chloe Aliapo, and the story-loving Mikote child will reward you accordingly. To view objectives and see which squares you've marked off, as well as review reward conditions and time limits, you need only use the journal from the key items menu. A new journal will be available from Chloe Aliapo every week on Tuesday at 3 a.m. Earth Time. Happy adventuring. So basically, this is what you're going to do. Every Tuesday after reset, weekly reset, you have all these things to do, like Containment Base, S1T7 Extreme. Don't even have that unlocked yet. Alright, let's see what we got. Binding Coil of Bahamut. Don't have that unlocked. I really don't have any of these unlocked. Except for Circus Tower. And then pretty much these dungeons. So I can do these 5. And then you get these things called second chances by doing a dungeon with people that are new. You get only hold up to 9 of these second chances, but you can use a retry point for 1 point, which will restore one of your uses. You kind of want to empty out the ones that you can do before you use these, because that has a random chance of pulling like from any of the ones that are not completed yet. So you can run the risk of putting yourself into a hole. And then you can shuffle your results to try and get better rewards. See, like they have the 1 line. So if you have, it's a line of 4. And I've only gotten the 3 lines once in my life so far on my main. But yeah, look at that. 500 tomestones of poetics. That's going to be good. So, yay. So I need to find the golems. Oh, there's an abandoned golem. With a shudder, the golem crumbles to pieces. Before I do that, though, there's another person back here. Wait, Midnight Dew, did she have something for me to pick up? It was... I think you could play her in cards at one point. Top marks. So you're the famous hero, are you? The clan's all abuzz with talk of the brave young adventurers. Join our ranks. But tell me, how is it a storied young feller like you is only approved to take on level 2 marks? Scared of getting that pretty face of yours scratched, are you? Well, it's up to you, but if you've got the stomach for a new challenge, you go back to that inn and tell Ardelane that Eloise says he's holding you back. If he doesn't approve you for more advanced marks, he'll have me to deal with. That's where I get the B ranks. And then I go in here. Tombstone exchange. Ah, yes, the Shire gear. Yes. Oh, the next time you guys, well, it won't be. I won't have it done by the next stream, but the stream after. Oh, bet your balls I'm gonna be set. I'm gonna have a whole set of friggin' gear. With a shudder, the golem crumbles into pieces. What was that whistle I heard? That was weird. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand settlement. I want to do the spear. I guess we'll pick up the spear. Be the birch longbow. An Illuminati incident. Pishko. Uplanders helped Gobbyflock, earned right to be citizens of Vittleshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Slowfix fears for friend's life, please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste to find Slowfix's friend. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain getting the journal done initially, but I'll eventually get it going. Just gotta start unlocking stuff. I gotta make sure it's not okay. It's on the right side, because if you go on the left exit, it takes you to the other side, and without flight, you have to go back through town to get to it, which is a little annoying. Oh, louder than words. I think that by far will give me a Aether current. Southwest, yeah, the next one's over there. How many Aether currents do I have? I need 2 more from the hinterlands. First thing I'm gonna do though is as soon as I get tomestones, I need to upgrade my weapon. Louder than words. Psh, go. You are a stranger. You are sneaky peeker. You are a thief working for Illuminati. You can't take these things. No, no, no. They are for all to enjoy. But Illuminati always tries to steal and hide things. Tap clicks must be on constant guard. If you say you are a Gobby friend, then prove it. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Drive them away from this place. Oops. Eat my crits. Aha, wrecked you guys. Looks like the Illuminati have Magitech technology. They managed to steal it from the Garleans. That's never good. Brayflox all talk. Hey, look who it is. It's Brayflox. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, wait. I can't wear it anyways. I'm not... Wait, no. I can on my warrior because I'm 60. Haha. I forgot. I need to drink right fast. Fish go. Goodly Uplander, long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Brayflox? Uplander must not be touching junk of Brayflox. Brayflox is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brayflox. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Weiscott gave me to understand that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshaw. Brayflox eat Illuminati for sunupses. Pishko. Who eats who up for sunrises? Who eats who for sunupses? Ooh ah. Brayflox all talks. Unwise you are to come here after dirty talking secret knowings and cheesemake from Illuminati. Brayflox did no unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in Death Pit. Pray to Godfathers for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. Alrighty. Too well. Should have made him fly further. Just about killed it myself.
Aoife, to me. How about you?
Damn, I wonder what spell that was. Pshihi, Illuminati no match for Furious Godfist at Brayflox. More junk is awaiting Brayflox muchly. Brayflox is taking leave of Uplanders. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming to Sharlayan. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. Need to knock out as much of these aether currents as possible. So that'll be one quest. It leaves me with like 4 more. And I got 2 to find on the west side. It shouldn't be too bad. Pishko. You slew Illuminati fighty force. You are a true Gabi friend. The things here are for all people of Idleshire, but Illuminati try to steal them away. Illuminati is our enemy. Illuminati is your enemy. This means you are our friend. Cool. Thank you. There we go. And I'm back. Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Pishko, time has not cured recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be dead Gabi. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined by inseverable Gabi bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders were friends of Brayflox, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gabiflock at first meeting. Leaving Idleshire. Okay, that's the Birchman, Nobles. None of them are really good. Pishko, Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix make Uplander honored citizens of Idleshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplander will pay many visits and help build great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlian thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. Alphino, hero, shall we then? Ebb and Aetherflow. Crit and Tenacity. Those are Crit and Determination. Too bad it's for Rogue and Nin. Pishko, Half-Six has very important tasks for trusty Uplander. Must be done with fastness. Aetherite of Idleshire needs of inspection. Maybe needs upkeep too. If Gobbies do not take a look and fix little problems, its spinnings may shudder and stop, or there is very big boom. But Half-Six does not have the right tools. Uplander, there is no time to waste. Half-Six needs Aetherflow distributors. The nearest are in the base of Illuminati. Come, raid their store pots. Oh yeah, because I can't do the Aetherite. Wait, can I attune to it yet? I hope so. Oh yeah, be a good idea for me to do that. That mission. It's on the right side. I might as well go do that one right fast. Gotta get all those aether currents. I need all of them. Oh, someone's flying overhead. See, those have some pretty decent, like, actual distributions for the stats, but this is way better. Even though it's just tenacity and determination, still maxes out for my level. Which actually makes it stronger than anything that I can get right now because I'm already 62. Yay. So I need to go into this big building over here, apparently. It's gonna get kind of annoying because it's cramped quarters and a lot of enemies. Worst case scenario, I'll pop lefty and start running in. Guns blazing, axe swinging. There's an opening in the building somewhere around here, I believe. I think it might be over here. No. Little further. Looks like it's right here. Yep. Rip and tear. You know what? If I could skip by them, I think I'm going to skip by them. Yeah, I'll just try and skip by any and all of them that I can. Climb up. Made it in. So I need to get around the room. Oh, there's 3 of them to grab. I only see the one though. Damn it! Oh, I see 2. Oh, I see all 3 now. Eat my crits! Dead, bitch. Ooh, Byron Broombeard completed a venture. Jay Chatterbox is also finished. Dorian Adams should also be done with one of the items as well. It'll be perfect timing, because once I get my gear situated with the 60 stuff, I can give the 50 stuff over to my my retainer. We're just gonna port back to Hiddleshire. I'm not dealing with all that. Has Uplander found Aetherflow distributors? Pishko, thank you Uplander. With these, half-six can do upkeep. Uplanders of Sharlayan are making aetherites to whirl using tricksy ancient knowings. If Gobbyflock uses tools and parts left by old Uplanders, then aetherite of Idleshire will stay spinning for many, many years. Crit and tenacity, crit and determination. Trying to keep my area uncluttered. Alright, so I don't think I see anything else to unlock. So we're gonna go and continue the story. Because I can't do any more Aether Currents for the time being. Pishko, by order of Chief Slowfix, Uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Finally, we can continue our journey. Almost took me out. I hope they didn't take the bridge out. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoya resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Idleshire, let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Matoya. Ahead lies the answering quarter, where the scholars of Sharlayan gathered to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, it is plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. Matoya's Cave. The cave in which Matoya resides is situated on the southern edge of the hinterlands. In choosing this spot, my master desired privacy above all else. As such, the cave is extremely well hidden. You'll not find it unless you know to look for it. We shall follow the road south until we reach a bridge. Rather than cross it, however, we shall ford the stream it spans, thence head straight until we arrive at the base of a bluff. Alrighty, so get the compass back out. These crawlers are useful because they drop weaving material. I think it's crawler cocoon. You use it for some thread. Hey, aether current. Yummy, it's right here. To the south. Kind of hoping to see an A rank or so. The A rank here is a special one though, because you can use it to gain a blue mage spell, and I still need to unlock blue mage. 700 yalms south. It's good to frequently click it in intervals, so that way you make sure you're going in the right direction still. South. Still continue south. Oh, I can't go that way south. I have to go this way south. Yeah, it's telling me to go southwest. I'm going too far east. There it is. So many enemies wrapped around. Ah, crap map. Crab baskets. Come on. Oh cool, I don't have to worry about this one. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Song. And that should be the last aether current of the area, barring mission stuff. This is the entrance. You seem unconvinced, hero. Well, that will only add to the surprise. A word of warning before you proceed. Stubborn geniuses make poor hosts, and time will have done naught to improve my master's temperament. Doubt not but that there will be sentinels and traps, both to deter unwanted guests. We will not be deterred, will we? Go on and touch the wall yonder. You will want to have your weapon near at hand. All down at once. And they all ran back for me to take care of it. Those sentinels may suffice to discourage the average trespasser, but not the warrior of light. The way should now be clear. Come, let us go and see my master.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking? The youth of today. No manners at all.
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Matoya.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds, that's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it?
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady?
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bugger, was your grandfather. Never a dull moment when he was around, though, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me? Azizla. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it?
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Allagans set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louis Soir and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit to see the light of day. And now you tell me a band of dragon-baiting primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Got quite a bit into the storyline. We're another 2 levels in the story. I'll take it. Oh, I got this mount speed increase too. Forbidden knowledge. I think this is going to be another dungeon increase too.
'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilzabad under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Sharlayan scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies. After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk and no trousers, that lot. That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject.
Knew it.
But you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
Ah, you were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast. You don't expect that you can just waltz on in now, do you?
Oh, the Great Library's guardians shouldn't pose any difficulty for a hero like you, but if it turns out you aren't up to the task, well, then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as an etheric ram. I'll put a pair of familiars at your disposal. One's a Pirogo who'll help you locate the tome, the other's that broom yonder who'll let you into the library. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, boy. Evel Gnipius Stel Swish Swish Shrew. I'm disrespectful to dust. Can you see that I am serious? Sararogo's common life. Woe is me, Ribbit. Mistress Matoya will have my hide. You are our guest, and yet you would lend me your aid? Oh, thank you, kind adventurer. I am in your debt. Permit me to introduce myself, Ribbit. I am Saro Rogo, a humble servant of Mistress Matoya. I am tasked with picking leaves from her herb garden, from which I make her tea. Alas, drawn to their medicinal properties, bugs have recently taken to ravaging the herbs. I attempted to get rid of the pests, but they are too much for a lone Perogo to handle. I would be grateful if you could eliminate them in my stead, Ribbit. Junkmonger. Ooh. We're gonna go ahead and buy you. Greetings, good sir. I am Brimsy, my lady's servant for some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I'm given to understand you wish to enter the Great Koopa Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go and fetch my fellow familiar on my way to the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It will be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. Try and see if it's gonna take a while or not to get access to the dungeon. If it's not gonna take a while, then we'll go ahead and knock it out. Actually, maybe not such a good idea, because I don't think it'll work soon. Rippentow. Ah, shit. There was 3 of them. Well, where are the others? What's that? Alright, bud. I'll see you later, little bro. Sleep well. Oh, there's the other herbs. I might just set these off. Oh, you can only do them one at a time, lame. Yeah, I think I'm going to save the Great Koopa Library for the next part. I want to build up my gear anyways. We're doing another story mode dungeon. Well, at least get it unlocked. I have one more quest to get before the final story one will give me everything I need to get this place flight. The bugs are no more? Oh, thank you. Not only are you kind, but you are strong as well, Ribbit. Now I can resume my duties again. Harvesting and making tea, it is all I am capable of. I'm a failed creation, you see. Unlike my mistress's other children, I'm incompetent and clumsy. For want of a task I could perform, she bade me serve her tea 7 times daily, but even in this I needed assistance, Ribbit. Unless I make myself more useful, 'tis only a matter of time before my mistress removes my enchantment. Then I would revert to an ordinary toad incapable of speech. I cannot bear the thought of that. I must become a better servant, and I believe that I can do so, if only I knew what my mistress desires. Having received her blessing, the brooms here are bound to possess this knowledge. Alas, they refuse to talk to me. And as you are our guest, they cannot willfully ignore you, even if they are not entirely cooperative or forthright. Please speak with them, Ribbit, and acquire the information. I need to survive. I think I'll save that for another time. I just need aether currents, please. I don't even know where the last aether current's gonna come from. Leave me alone. Believe this bridge is unbroken. Yeah, it's unbroken. Shit, I actually have to go around this thing? Okay, it works. You stand before the Great Kuba Library, one of Heideland's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into disuse since the Exodus some summer since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul, its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, sir. Pray pay no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. And now I have the Great Kuba Library accessible. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to Foundation and I'm going to unlock my weeklies. Oh-ho, so you've met Eloise then, have you? Well, if she says you're ready for level 3 marks, it ain't worth arguing. Just make sure you're well prepared before you go after one of these beasts. They're more dangerous than anything you've hunted so far. The rewards are bigger too, provided you make it back in one piece. Any road, go and have a gander at the clan hunt board. So long as you understand the risk, I'll let you pick any level 3 mark that takes your fancy. The clan hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. If you're sure you're up to the challenge, try taking on one of the level 3 marks. You're now permitted to take bills for level 3 clan marks from the clan hunt board. Oh, that's the weekly one still. Weird. I haven't gotten to the night. Oh, there's something down here. Elite and dangerous. Well met, hero. I've got some good news for you. I've I've had word with Ser Ladost, the master of Clan Centurio. Seems he's been keeping half an eye on your progress, and he reckons you're just about ready to spread your wings as a fully fledged elite mark hunter. Ser Ladost was born into a noble family, but he left all that behind to head out hunting, tracking down the fiercest foes and destroying them for the good of the realm. Folk call him the original hunter-scholar. Being recognized by a feller like that ain't nothing to be sniffed at. Don't be letting it get to your head, though. These elite marks are on a whole nother level to you've hunted before, and charging in willy-nilly is a sure way to meet your maker. We give them ranks based on how deadly they are, just like the grand companies do. You'll find the bills for these elite marks up on the clan hunt board alongside the others. You're free to take whichever bill you choose, but make sure you know that what you're doing before you head out hunting. Every one of these beasts is a nightmare incarnate. I think this is the B rank weeklies. Yay. Clan Hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. As a fully fledged member of Clan Centurio, elite mark bills are now yours for the taking. You're now permitted to take bills for elite clan marks from the Clan Hunt board. Defeat rank S, rank A, and some rank B elite marks, and you will be rewarded with Centurio seals. These seals can be exchanged for exclusive items. Yep, these are the weeklies. So, Churning Mist, the Scarecrow. You also get a nice little chunk of coin, which would be like 5,000 gil. Alright, everyone. I'm going to have to cut this here because I got working a little bit, but I thank y'all for watching. And all those in the future, if you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Keep with the content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you all in the next video. Catch you then. Later. I completely stumbled on my words.